telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit, but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Welcome back to another
She
episode
doesn't
of...
mind that noise. So weird.
Because it doesn't sound like a queef.
She hates queefs.
Welcome. Well, look who she's got to be around. Queef queen.
Dude, she loves cum, though.
How do you know that?
Yeah, you shouldn't know that.
Wow, how do you know she loves cum?
She'll be like licking a spot on me, and I'm like, what is that? And then I'm like, oh, that's dried cum.
Why do you have dried cum on your body?
Because I don't have birth control.
Do-da. But how long are you laying in the
you're
dried
not
cum?
showering or?
You guys, I just like don't shower. I showered today. Isn't that
How often do
crazy?
you shower?
Bro, it's bad.
Less than this many?
Yeah.
This many?
A week? You're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Once a week?
Once a week.
It doesn't have to be a long thing. It could just take 5 minutes. What's wrong with the shower? You don't like being wet? I didn't like being wet as a kid.
I just don't.
I loved being wet as a kid, and I don't like it as an adult.
I'm the opposite.
What's
I love
that
it
about?
now. I don't know.
He goes down on you? Stinky.
I'm not a huge fan of that. No, I don't get stinky, but also he like is into all of it.
Stinky.
If I work out, I
Stinky.
I definitely shower.
Oh.
But
So you're not working out a lot right now?
no, I'm working out like twice a week.
I'll admit, I worked out last night, didn't shower.
Wow.
After this, well, I did resistance bands.
Okay.
After this, I'm going to go to the gym, get a big workout, then I'll shower.
Yeah.
I shower every other day.
I just have a lot of
every
hair.
other-
It takes so long for it to dry.
I'm not shaming you. I'm an every other day shower.
You don't got to do your hair every time. You can skip your hair.
Sometimes I jump in and just do a butt wash.
But
Wouldn't it be cool? You know when a kid has cancer and everyone shaves their head to make them
Yeah.
feel seen?
Sure.
Let's get in a group chat and we'll shower when you shower.
Okay.
The summer
Okay.
of stinky
Okay. Okay.
coming up.
It's not
I'm in.
stinky though. I really don't get that stinky
Let
because
me
I'm
smell.
I'm a dry girl.
That is stinky.
Hang on. Let me lift it up.
Here, smell me.
Oh God, that is bad.
That's good.
This is bad.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't
I
think
just
you're.
showered before coming here.
Really? Are you not
So good to me, though.
deodorizing?
No, I don't. Do
Dude,
that.
maybe you shouldn't shower. Maybe when you shower, it like.
I don't get the point. It's like I'm just fucking all the time doing spots. I go home. I play in the park. It's like, what's the point? I'm not.
Takes
trying-
5 minutes.
It's like a
And it
mental
cleans
health
you. It's
thing.
good for your brain. Yeah.
It's like
good-
hygiene.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It dries out my skin to get the water. It's good. Everything feels better if I just. I mean, I wash.
But
the
what about, like,
I
a
take
wet wipe or
coconut
something?
oil and wipe down the vagina. I make sure that thing is
Right.
nice.
No, I don't think. I think it's more like a well-rounded, balanced human thing. Like,
See,
I
I
don't even have
prefer the
roommates.
smell.
You should just.
let me smell that one. That one's worse than the
I
other.
Yeah,
prefer
I
this
thought that
to
was
deodorant
bad.
smell. But if you were attracted to, if you wanted to
There
fuck
you go.
me, you'd be into
If I
it.
was in love with you, I
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Right.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
I like stinky when I'm in love,
Yeah.
and this is
Yeah.
good to know. This is the test to see if I love you.
That's really what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Dating apps.
I agree.
You should just meet up and smell.
Dating apps should be
Yep.
It should be no picture and just a smell.
Yeah.
And it'll be called Stinker.
I have a
And-
problem
Great
where
idea.
the
No
guy
E.
that I'm dating showers the second he gets back from work, and it really bothers me, and it like leads to fights.
No.
I'm like, I can't. What am I supposed? I need the pheromones. I
Yeah.
need the stinky stuff. I can't deal
You
with
know,
just a
I gotta admit,
clean-
my chick doesn't use deodorant and stuff, and after a shower, it can get
Yeah.
to that. But I like that.
Yeah.
I like when I like you. I like the musk and the
course.
stink and
I
everything.
also have the problem that I have.
So do you
long
think you're
COVID,
doing
so
this?
the
Do you think
deodorant
you're
smell.
doing this as like a distress signal to him to bring him in?
I never do that. I never wear deodorant.
Oh.
You know that I don't. But you can't smell it unless you're in my armpit.
That's true.
And I
Yeah,
like
you
it.
don't
That's
have like
true.
a shootout
Yeah.
stink.
No, it's.
I got in a
powerful.
cab last night and the guy
Ooh, man.
stunk.
Well, it's an unfortunate fact that there are certain foods that really
And
get
races.
out of your. Well, it's not the
He was
race.
white.
It's the food that they
It
ate.
pains me
Oh.
to say this. He was white.
He was white.
White and stinky.
Was he like a white guy, or was he like
Oh.
Russian or something?
Ew,
probably
a white
like-
guy is stinky is way worse
Probably
than a brown
like
guy is stinky.
Russian.
Russian. Well, then his eating.
And he
certain-
pissed me off
It's
because
kraut.
he
Yeah.
would not listen to me and tell him how to get to my place. He was like, just tell me the streets.
I
And I was
hate
like,
that
Yeah.
so much.
Dude,
Can I just say that is my biggest pet peeve? Give me your fucking phone. I'll type it into the GPS and then go there. Stop asking for the cross streets because I don't want to go to the cross street. I want to go to my house.
See, I don't do that because I don't want them to know where I live because I think that maybe one
Oh, we're
day they
reversed
could
right
come
now?
back. What?
He couldn't get there from the cross streets?
No, he wanted the cross streets. I didn't want even the cross streets. I
Yeah.
wanted take the bridge, take this exit, 10 streets up, leave me alone. That's what I do. I don't want them with the address.
Sure.
And I don't want them with the cross streets.
That's psychotic.
God forbid they got a crew of guys that they tell where I live, and then they come with ski mask and fucking try to
That doesn't even
get
make
one in
sense.
on me
Why wouldn't they just go to a random person's house?
because they see that I have money.
Get it away from my dog.
Whoa.
Because I tip
They
Cool.
well.
see that you have money.
Because I
Tip
tip
well.
well.
But are you not taking Ubers? You're taking a lot of taxis.
I don't take
A lot of yellow
Ubers.
cabs.
Yellow cabs.
Well, then you should be allowed to do whatever you want. In a yellow cab, you're
But
helping
when
this
when
economy,
they
whatever. You're
when they
helping
want
them
my
out.
address, I give them the bar down the street.
I get so fucking angry
Mm.
in when I'm driving in like one of those Teslas or something, and they keep pushing on the brake and then heading on the gas. I get so pissed.
You mean like a Waymo?
No, love a Waymo. Love
Waymos
Waymo better.
are
Waymo better.
Waymo.
Yep.
Hold on.
Fart proof, friendly,
Waymo.
fun to talk on the phone in. You can lay down, sex, dog.
Waymo better.
I say Waymo better.
The
Waymo
way
better
the
Mondays.
Waymo is way mo than I need from a ride.
You don't like Waymo?
So you
Hate
don't
'em.
like it.
Oh, I love.
They
Waymo.
go the speed limit. They are slow. It is weird. It is isolating. God forbid something happens. I gotta have some guy come on and be like, "Hey, a new car will be on the." I don't want no. Put a
agree.
fucking human in there, and let me go.
I concur with Ian.
The saddest thing, I got picked up in Oklahoma
I
City.
hate driving with another human.
Me and the driver are going to the hotel, and he goes, "Ian, take a look out there. What do you see?" And it's a parking lot full of Waymos. I go, "Man, I don't know. That's like 50 self-driving cars." He goes, "I know. They're going to take over, and I'm going to be out of a job in about a year and a half." And I was like,
Fine, get a real job.
this is
bitch.
way more sad than I was expecting.
No, let it happen.
Get a real job. He probably had another job.
That
and
is
he
a real
lost it,
job.
and then he got this job.
You don't think driving cars is a real
Driving's
job?
a job?
No.
It's not a good job.
It used to be. You used to be able to work. What is he? What are you?
What's the matter,
You look like a Sith Lord right now.
James?
What are you sighing about?
We're all gonna lose our jobs. Waymo, you can't.
It's
stop.
a real job. Driving cars
You
is a real
can't.
job.
You can't stop.
Why is driving cars not a real job?
It is a real job, but I'm just saying you can't stop technology. There's no reason to be like we have to keep people in business so that Waymos they will take over. They are safer. They are better.
No,
they are
dude. Ted Kaczynski had the right idea.
Yep,
We should
about to
stop
say.
technology.
sure.
It is
sure.
horrific and horrible.
Yep.
I have a lot going on, so I can't send out mail bombs. But if you want to be a hero out there, you know what to do.
Don't do that.
Manchurian Candidate, activate!
I love it. I watched the AI documentary 2 nights ago.
Which one?
It's called the AI documentary.
I thought it was about Allen Iverson. Come on, guys. There's way more where that came from.
I had my first.
I am
had-
finally feeling good.
I had my first AI scare the other day when Bobby Kelly took a picture of me and Ari talking and then turned his phone around and it just was me and Ari making out. And I was like,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
You put that on the internet and it just like ruins a lot.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
crazy.
You know about Kristi Noem's husband? Those
Big
pictures just leaked where he's got fat mammer jammer knockers because he's a cross-dresser.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that's real or is it a psyop?
I think
Say
it's
it
real.
on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Real.
And dreams come true.
Also, the fact that one nipple was so, I feel like AI would have at least.
I
Done a
know.
better job
You
with
look
the
like you
nipple.
trying to make eye
I
contact.
know.
I'm surprised they haven't said that it was AI. They haven't just gone, that's
Why
not
doesn't
real.
he
That
just
is AI.
say
Why don't they
that?
say that?
That's a
Everyone
clear
should say that
excuse for
about everything.
anything.
Yeah. I can say that about everything now.
A clip goes bad. I get 3,000 views on a clip. I go, that was AI.
Yeah, that was an AI clip. Dude, Eric put out an AI clip once, and everybody was like, this is slop. Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this.
Eric who?
Our clip guy.
Oh.
What was AI about
Truly
it?
appreciate you, but no more AI.
What was AI about it?
I think there was one where like we were singing and then we like morphed into something. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'll say this. I hate AI. I hate ChatGPT.
Hate it.
And I like that people like it because that tells me to not like them. I'm just an odd guy doing odd jobs. I'll race you. I'm Ian Fidance. Hey, how are you? And each week I'm in different towns across the country doing stand-up comedy. And to keep me from rotting in my bed or putting a gun to my head, I get you to teach me how to do your job. Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs. YouTube.com/Ian Fidance Comedy every other Tuesday, produced by YMH. I gotta rip a fart too, bro. Let it loose, toot toot. I'll see you out there. How long you been working here?
It's a great litmus test.
Yeah.
If you're a person who uses ChatGPT, you're not intelligent.
I use it every day.
Well, there you go. You're not morally intelligent. How about that?
I would never argue to be morally intelligent.
Well,
Meanwhile,
I think
you
you're
we should
backtracking.
I am a little bit.
You're
to be nice,
backtracking.
to be nice.
I was gonna say you're the exception.
Oh,
You can think I'm not intelligent, but
But
I'm
I do
sending
think you're
pictures of menus
intelligent.
and saying, please find me something I can eat that's anti-inflammation diet. And it tells me exactly what I should order.
I know, but you also use it for advice and stuff.
No, I don't do that anymore.
Anymore.
I did that through the breakup so that I didn't make contact. Sure.
wow.
Totally.
That's sad.
Oh,
I don't like that at all.
It's bad. It totally is bad. You
really
know how I know
sad.
it's bad is because any of the information I've taken in from, like, I've also had it be like, explain like the Syrian conflict at a 9th grade level or something, and you actually can't retain the information that it tells you. You have to read it. So I've stopped using it for anything like that. But like for being on the road and being like, I need a hotel that's close to a park, that's dog friendly. It'll just pull it up, and I do that. I use it on the road a lot.
Okay.
I use Friends. And
Same.
then they say use AI. And I say, no, we are friends and I'm supposed to annoy you.
Yep.
And they say you are, so use AI. And it's a fun circle.
I've just always been the person that's like, if the technology is going to be there, I will learn to use it. I'm not going to be somebody I'm against it.
That's so
but I will
funny because you're
understand it.
such like an upstate hippie. You would think
Yeah.
that you would not use it and like you're so crunchy. Because it's like you'll use AI,
But
but,
I'm
you
not
won't use a
anti-
shower.
I'm not anti-
It's crazy.
You know,
Right.
it's also a weird thing where I find that AI is the first technology that older people are using a lot more than
Yeah.
younger people.
Totally.
Which usually
Interesting.
technology is the opposite. But when I worked at After Midnight, every old comedian we had on, instead of Google, they were just ChatGPT. What would be a funny joke about spaghetti? And they would all just, and it'd make me think like,
That's
you're
super fucked up.
fucking stupid.
I will say every time I hit the ChatGPT button, there is a part of me that feels not guilt, but like there is something that I'm like, it's almost feels like a poor diet.
Sure.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like, it
because
feels
a
like-
bunch of fucking water was just used for you to be like, what hotel's closed?
Yeah.
Yes,
Totally.
there's that, and mentally, it's making you dumber slowly, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Everything's making us dumber slowly.
That's not true. Not everything.
Name something.
Going for a walk.
Idiot.
All right.
Got me.
That was good.
Yeah, I mean, it is bad. I mean, I do agree that it's bad, but I do.
It's going to take over.
Well,
I'm not one of these
convenience
people
and
who think
safety
it's going to take over eventually.
Convenience and safety
whatever.
is the death of freedom. We will always choose convenience over. We will always choose convenience and the guise of safety over our own freedoms, rights, and any sort of work towards not letting this stuff take over. So it's like
For
no coincidence that we're at the laziest times now than ever, and everyone's like, "Yep, boop, brr, perfect."
Let me be clear though. If there was something that was like, we're gonna do a 5-day shutdown, no shows, no use of anything in order to get AI heavily restricted, I would 100% be on board for that.
Yeah,
I think it should be heavily restricted, and I think Instagram should like basically be like, monitored and like no
Yes.
data analysis is legal.
Wait, what do you
like-
mean monitored?
Like basically, you can't extract anybody's data. Like you can't.
Right,
follow-
right.
yeah.
But not
Sure.
monitored, like spied on or anything. There should
I
be
mean-
like throttles in terms of data sharing, but not like we're monitoring. You can't say this. You can't do this. Not that, right?
No, I mean there are some stuff that I do think should be monitored. I do think that some shit on Twitter should be chilled out, like violence and stuff.
Oh, I
like
think Twitter
Oh.
should be unplugged. I think it should be
It is
mail
unplugged,
bombed.
it's so
Yeah.
bad.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
like gotten rid of.
Well, Iran has been threatening to bomb a whole bunch of tech companies, so we just
Yeah.
pray for that.
Are they threatening that?
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna bomb Oracle, we're gonna bomb ChatGPT, we're gonna bomb Twitter.
They're just saying that.
They're not gonna do it, but they keep saying it, and I'm like, fucking dude.
I
do
mean,
it.
that makes me
Help
be
us
like,
out.
whoa, Ayatollah rock and roller. Let's go. I am
Remember when
team
ISIS? Remember when
Iran.
somebody would like trip and fall at the pool, and ISIS would be like, "We did that. We made them fall."
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Dude, ISIS they're posers.
They're so funny.
they
It's
were
so
funny.
funny to just take credit. A woman gets raped, they're like, "We did that." You're like,
for
"What?"
every bad thing.
Every
That
bad
was us.
We did
That
that.
was us.
David
Yeah, what do
Bowie
you think's
died.
going
we
to
did
happen with that? We're running out of Tomahawk missiles.
for Iran.
Huh?
What's gonna happen with what?
The whole conflict. You probably have
With Iran.
cousins.
I don't have cousins in Iran.
You probably know the skinny.
I know some shit. I think America's gonna give up. I think we have like a few days away from just going, all right, never mind.
Oh, and then we'll have to pay for oil every time they go through the Strait of
Yeah.
Hormuz.
Yeah, something like that's gonna
Yeah.
happen. We don't have what it takes to fucking do another ground invasion.
Yeah, no, I think China's just waiting.
Dude, China, they're so cool and scary.
Dude, you know what's crazy? We've been told our whole lives, China, big, communism, and then, like, I don't know if it's propaganda or not, but a lot of, like, stuff comes out of China where it's like, oh, they actually kind of got it figured out. This is kind of cool. Should
They got so much shit figured
I
out.
learn Mandarin? Should I go over there?
You shouldn't,
Hang
but your
out?
grandkids will. They'll learn Mandarin.
You think life's
have
going to be
to.
around for grandkids?
Yeah, it'll be terrible.
Yeah, what do you think it's going to be?
It's gonna be
Like the Matrix.
no, not the Matrix. It's just gonna be everything crumbling and planes blowing up all the time and bridges collapsing and
Right. I mean, like
People's
the real
minds-
Matrix, like the Matrix where they're all plugged into, like the real world. That it is just crumbling. The sky is gray.
yeah, but there won't be a thing that you're plugged into. That'll just be life.
I think you'll be able to plug in. Why not?
Really?
I think I need to learn how
We're
to
already plugged
forage.
We all do
We're all plugged in.
right now.
Yeah, we just look at the
'Cause
screen.
with our phones.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but right now we're not plugged
No.
in.
That's not.
Right now, but if
Phones are still a tool. They're still effectively a tool. They're not. Your
And if you use them
consciousness
too
isn't-
much, you're the tool.
it's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
there, how much people look at it.
That's maybe our grandkids. Maybe.
Have you met Gen Z? They literally are Instagram. Like their
Yeah, but there's a
personality is
pullback
Instagram.
among a lot of them, like Gen
A
Alpha and
pullback.
everything, to not be a part of that. Like a lot
Yep.
of people do like 90s weekends where they like unplug, they go out, they do stuff like that. Like I think there is a big pullback from being so involved in technology, which I think is good.
For
I mean,
sure.
everybody talks about the pendulum, but they never talk about the pendulum falling off the fucking, hooks
True.
that keep it swinging,
Yeah,
Huge feet, Jordan.
I know. Size 10.
Cool.
See my cock.
I have.
Shut up.
It's an Audi.
It's not an
Sure.
Audi.
That was a callback to the Patreon.
Oh, fuck.
Whoops.
I don't want to be dogmatically anti-religious because I actually do think that's religious. But I do. Here's the thing that annoys me is like when I do. My only problem is, and this is like I have this problem with women a lot,
Mm.
where they participate in delusion, and I want them to stop. And that's a little bit of the thing that I have with religion. where
What
I'm like,
delusion?
Delusion, like about a guy or what?
no, just delusion. Like the whole idea, like women are like, I wear makeup. I don't think I wear makeup for men. I wear it for other women, or like
Oh yeah.
I do these things because I like it, not because
Yeah.
men want us to. And it's just delusional. Or like every woman enters like radically into like the kind of social norm wokeosphere in order to like maintain their little enclave of security in their little female tribe. When in reality, I think a
Mm.
lot of them like have their own thoughts.
What?
Mm.
You heard me.
I did hear you. I don't know if that's true
Explain it to me.
for women. I think it might be women in Brooklyn.
I'll sit this out.
No, it's women. It's women a lot where it's like they just don't say anything that's like super edgy or super anti.
But I think you have one interaction with someone and think that that's a monolith and use that as a blanket for all.
No. This is like I spend a lot of time with women.
Do you really?
Yeah, all my friends are women besides comics. Yeah.
Right, but I feel like, again, that's a small swath of a specific type of woman that you're then using
It's not.
as a
It's
blanket
biological. It's
for-
biological. Women have to maintain social networks in order to keep themselves safe.
Right.
Men come in and say kind of crazy shit, and women go, "That's crazy. I don't really want to get involved in that." And I do think that
Yeah.
women.
Can you can you repeat the initial thing you said so I can digest it more, because I don't think I understood, and I don't want to like make comments or like.
If you walk into a
whatever.
room full of men and you say like,
Thank God.
and you
Oh,
say
sorry.
like, hallelujah, and you say
Well, bend me over and fuck my ass.
something
Lord,
slightly-
answer my prayers.
something slightly against the norm or something slightly transgressive, a group of men, 3 out of 9 of them are going to be like, totally, dude. A group of women are going to kind of mimic what the rest of the women around them think in order to maintain the camaraderie, which is important. It is important to have camaraderie amongst women. I mean, but I just do think that a part of the delusion that we participate in.
And
is
how does that
we-
relate to religion?
Just because sometimes I want to be like, little side note, you don't actually believe that, right? You know what I mean? So that's how I feel with religion, where I'm like, yeah, but also you don't really fully
Right.
believe
Yeah,
it.
but I feel like
You don't
I feel
really
like
think
if
the 72
you-
virgins. You don't actually think that.
Well, no, we don't believe in 72 virgins.
Well, whatever the fuck. What do you think happens?
heaven. We believe in heaven.
Right. And a hell.
Oh yeah,
2 separate places.
for sure.
And you really believe that?
Of course.
That there's segregation, a Kantian categorization.
Yes, of course.
But like,
But like, really?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a thing I can really picture myself. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have like images in my head that make it make
like a
sense.
physical place.
Yeah, but at least metaphysically, sure. Yeah, totally.
Don't you think that it's cool that the only thing that human beings have is that we don't know, and the idea that your people think that you know is a little bit kind of fucks up the system a little bit.
Pull back on the your
No.
people.
Yeah, your people. I stand by it.
Can I say, I think because you're so secular, if you had not so much religion, but like a belief system.
I have belief systems. You can't not have belief systems and go through recovery. Of course, I have belief systems.
Right. Well, I'm not going to pin you down and make you like say your belief
Yeah,
systems,
But of
but
course, I have belief systems.
I think if you had more. I think religion or some form of God would
I have a form of God.
take away more of your accusatory anxieties or like overthinking,
No, it's all
because
just
it would
curiosity.
give it
It's
up
all just
to-
curiosity.
Mm.
It's not actually. I'm never gonna stop being friends with him. I'm never gonna stop saying he's one of my favorite comics. I'm never gonna do anything.
Right, right.
I'm just like literally being like, okay, but side note to my friend, you know, like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
But would you stop being friends with someone that continually does that?
No, I don't think so. No.
Because I think this is good. I think banter back and forth, like constantly questioning and like building and figuring. I think that's like great, and I think that's
Just
a
feels like-
testament
love
to the
it.
friendship.
The hubris,
you
the
guys
hubris to think that you know is what upsets me, because it just feels like we'd be so united
But here's the thing.
globally if we all accepted that we didn't know and we were all so scared.
But it's you say no as if we've seen it. It's still a faith. It still requires faith. That's the thing that you're missing. It's not like I watched the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, do so and so. It's all faith based. So
But
of course there's an element of doubt. That's just a human nature. So yeah, we know, but we have a faith in a thing.
You hope.
There's an element of hope, sure.
Is not hope faith?
I think there's a slight difference semantically.
How?
Uh
Does not hope lead to faith, and does not faith give room for hope?
Hope, I think, is just more. It's more inherently optimistic. Faith is belief based.
You don't think there's optimism in faith?
There is, but there's also pessimism. I
How
sin.
can
I'm
you
gonna
have
go to hell.
pessimism in faith?
I sin. I'm gonna be. I did this. I killed a person. I'm gonna burn.
But isn't
in
there
hell.
faith in reconciliation?
Sure.
And wouldn't that inherently be optimistic?
What?
Yeah, I guess I'm getting confused a little bit by this question.
So you're saying that faith is pessimistic in that
It's everything. Faith is more broad. Hope is always good. you hope this happens. And there's hope in faith, but there's good and bad in having faith in something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Hope
I'm
is
just
like-
trying to find the difference between the
Hope
two.
is
But
like-
yeah, they're basically the same.
Hope is like you put your money on black and you go, I hope it hits black.
Yeah.
Right.
Faith is you put your money on black and you go,
It is
it's
going
to be
hit
black.
Right.
Yes. There
You
go.
hope it's not red,
There you go.
but
Mhm.
it's good. You think,
You'd be a great lawyer. That was a good
Right.
logic
Right.
puzzle right
I study
there.
logic deep. Love
Right.
logic.
Yeah, you do.
But I don't believe in your faith.
That's okay.
What faith do you believe in?
What do you mean, what faith do I believe in?
If you don't believe in his faith, what faith do you believe in?
I don't really have a faith.
Like, what is your belief system then?
I think morality is inherent. I think it's innate. I don't think that you have to learn morality. I think all human beings like have a sense of morality. I don't think you have to learn the Bible or learn the Quran in order to have that.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I stab you with a knife and you yell out in pain, something in my body goes, "Oh my God, I just hurt somebody." I think that we're animals fundamentally. I think we're hive animals. And I think that whatever happens to animals happens to us. I don't think there's any differentiation between humans and animals. And I think when we die, we all go to the same place. And what that is probably just decomposition of our bodies and a reintegration of energy back into all things again. And I don't know what that looks like. And I do not. And I do think that it is a little bit unacceptable to say that I have an idea of what that is. Because I think that the thing that makes you and me able to connect as people is the fact that we don't know and we're scared and we want to optimize our time on the earth because we don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when somebody says, I do know, it makes me go, all right, you know?
But that's the thing. I don't know I have faith. Not to go back to that.
Your evidence is the Quran. My evidence is not. So, yeah, it's all the same thing.
So you think animals and humans are the same?
See, that's what I don't agree with that.
Yeah, totally.
You don't think that there's something special about us?
Nope. Just like I strongly believe this. Like it's not, I know that this could be a self-deception thing. I do believe that like I do think that in the same way that like a crow has become like one of the most intelligent birds because they figured out how to use tools, and the way that like we're losing our wisdom teeth because we don't chew meat in the same way. I just think that's how humans evolved. We just picked up a tool, the cerebral cortex got a little bit bigger, and then we ended up with microphones and outfits. And the chimp didn't. Like, it's just a random act of Darwinism. And sometimes you see animals, like sometimes you'll watch an octopus be more intelligent
So how would you
than
feel
us.
if he was like, you really believe that? You really think that we're like fucking crows? You're an idiot.
I would be like, I totally get how that seems self-deceptive, but yeah, I believe it. But yeah.
Really, Jordan?
Really?
Yeah.
You think we're fucking
But the thing
crows?
is, your opinion is like the standard Hollywood mainstream. That's like the mainstream liberal opinion is what you're sharing.
Is like,
So of course I have no issue with it. I'm like, yeah, I live in America. I've been born here. This is what I'm used to.
Yeah.
I'm not questioning it. I'm like, that's what you think. That's what everyone thinks.
yeah.
You know? So I get that you're suspicious of me because I'm weird.
Well, I think 9/11 had a lot to do with it. Or being suspicious of you.
Oh, no. How old are you when 9/11 happened? 9? 10?
11.
Yeah, I was in.
11? 9/11?
I was 17.
Wow, I was 9.
16.
I was whatever you were. We're
I
the
was
same.
16. 16, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 33.
Oh, I'm 34, so I was 10.
Ooh.
I was 16, and I was a volunteer firefighter.
Whoa.
And then afterwards, I got a decal of Calvin pissing on Osama bin Laden.
Really?
I put on my Toyota Camry. What the fuck is up? Shout out Station 25 Tallyville. Yeah.
And they're like, somebody just call in a fake fire so this guy goes away.
Dude, it was so fun being a firefighter.
I bet.
God, I
It must
loved
be
it.
scary to believe that so strongly and then to date somebody who doesn't believe that.
In God?
Yeah.
In Islam? For sure.
Because you think they're going to go to hell.
For sure. But you have hope. That's where hope comes in. You have hope that they'll convert. And one of my wives did convert. Claire converted.
Such a Muslim thing to say.
One of my many wives.
My second wife converted. And she's still Muslim. God bless her.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did she have to say to convert?
She had to say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
Did she say it?
Not going to say it.
All right. Of course she did.
Did she say it in like a ceremony or just
No,
like at home?
you don't have to say it in a ceremony. You just have to say it one time and believe it. And then you're Muslim.
Can you take it back? After you say it, you have to go, touch black, no tray back. Can you? What if I
You can
say it
take
and I
it back.
cross my fingers?
God would know. It wouldn't count. But it wouldn't be the fingers. It would be that your heart isn't in it.
Did she feel anything when she said it?
I wasn't around when she said it.
Oh.
She
just
did
told
it?
me- She did it in private, and she told me, yeah.
But
I
you
did
had
it.
faith that she said it.
What did she do? Just have to hear that played a bunch and then mimic it?
Probably, actually.
That's cringe.
Or maybe she Googled, like, just a translation and read it in English. I actually don't know.
That's rough. Just a wife girl being like, "Ahama sulfaki."
But doesn't that kind of conjure up the idea of like a spell?
A little bit. What's wrong with that? Spells are sick.
Hi, everybody. Most meal kit subscriptions get boring, but not HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers everything you need to make a delicious meal at home. HelloFresh has over 80 new recipes each month. With meals like sesame soy beef bowls and pineapple salsa pork tacos, you'll always get to try something new. Make home cooking a breeze with HelloFresh. You pop them in, pop them out, pop them down, and then you poop them out. It's a great process that HelloFresh makes easy, fun, and affordable. Go to HelloFresh.com/SKA10FM, SKA10FM, to get 10 free meals plus a free Nutribullet Ultra Plus 2-in-1 compact kitchen system on your third box. Oh my God, that is a deal. Is that for real? HelloFresh.com/SKA10FM to get 10 free meals plus a free Nutribullet Ultra Plus 2-in-1 compact kitchen system on your third box. Wow. That's a $189.99 value. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. Disclaimer, order must be done by you must order the third box by May 31st, 2026. HelloFresh. Nothing hits like home cooking.
You could get one of these Bushwick bitches to just convert, I think.
For sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I could.
Yeah.
I think most women would convert to Islam for me.
You know what you should do? You should
if
take
they
a
like
girl.
me. I'm not all of them.
You
Just-
should take a
I
girl
think
out to
most people
dinner.
that like me would convert.
That's a big statement.
That is
You
stand
got
by
that
it.
convert cock?
I
You
think
got
I-
that? You got
I
that
think I
convert
do.
religion piece?
I think I do.
Then how come she didn't convert
Yeah, how come I didn't convert?
when you fucked her?
Why didn't I
That was a
convert?
dark time in all of our lives.
That was so dark.
That was one of the worst years of my life.
Me too. Starting with that night. Day. That was
Day. It was like 2 p.m.
How is that so rough? We were just all in it.
It was bad.
When was this?
2023.
Was she stinky?
Great question. No.
Was he?
No.
Thank God. And then we went to a grocery store after. It was very pleasant.
Yeah, we had to like sneak around. We had to go out the window.
That's what you made me do. No one was home. You made me walk in through the window. It was fucking humiliating.
I pulled you in.
Would you listen to a Melissa Etheridge song and you're like, I really
want
want
to
to
walk
walk
through
through my window.
I'll be walking a Muslim.
Wait, why did you make him go through the window when
Because
no
I
one else
lived
was
with his
home?
good friend. I lived with his good friend.
But he wasn't home.
But they weren't home.
I was paranoid.
You were paranoid.
And you did it. You pathetic.
I had just gotten divorced. I was like
So
really
me too.
lonely. I was really sad.
Let's be nicer to me.
No, of course. No,
Wait,
hey.
are we being mean to you?
He's
I'm acting
saying
like
I
it
was
was
drunk. I was hit in the head with a
terrible.
baseball bat.
Oh,
My
hey,
father
fuck you.
died.
No, I'm
I
not
was-
saying that.
There was a gun to my head.
I'm just
Jordan threatened to kill herself if I didn't do it.
No, it was fine. It was just not a thing that either
And we
of us
weren't
would have
that
done.
close of friends yet. I don't think.
No, I think we were pretty good friends.
Crazy that we did that.
That's part of why we did it was because it was like, why not?
Right.
We're
and I was
buddies,
trying to
it'll
get
be
back at
fun.
my ex
Yeah.
through my vagina, through the portal that every woman thinks at the end of their vagina, they think there's a little camera
Yeah.
that goes into their ex's house and it goes, oh, I see Ismael's in there. Why do we all think that?
He's got a ring cam in your cervix.
Why do we all think that?
And I had just separated like 3 months earlier, so I was like, any lady that's down,
Did you
I'm
think-
like, let's do it.
did
but,
you
but,
think-
But that doesn't mean any lady. That means any. Okay, I can't.
Did you
save it.
think it was going to lead to something, or were you like, I just got a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Best way to get over is to get back
No, he was
under.
talking about other girls he was fucking the whole time.
While he was fucking?
Yeah,
Not why?
pretty much.
But after maybe.
Like seconds after.
Were you reading the lyrics of Mambo number 5 to
Yeah,
her? While you were
yeah.
fucking?
Essentially,
A little
no.
bit of she.
It was a dark
home
time. I
and
regret it all. I've asked God to forgive me.
For
But have
fucking
you
me?
asked her?
You asked God to forgive you for fucking.
I had to.
I swear to God,
I'm
you.
asking God right
I
now.
swear to God, it's not that bad.
Do you want me to?
No, I just want everybody to know it's fucking.
No, it's lovely.
It doesn't make you pray.
No, it's lovely. Nothing wrong with it.
He immediately left you and went to a mosque.
It doesn't make you repent.
He pulled out one. Which way is east?
I probably did pray
How dare you?
shortly after. But it's not
Judaism
you.
upon you.
It's not you. It's the whole. It's anybody. It's anything. You know.
Yeah.
No, it felt specifically targeted.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
I swear it's not that bad. It's not great for sure. But it's not that.
Someone
bad.
fucks Jordan, they immediately turn to the woman in Hereditary just to catch on fire.
Cutting my head off.
I don't
with
actually
a
have
piano
very
wire.
much memory of the actual act.
It was pretty
Yeah,
quick.
what do you think of that?
Was it quick?
It was quick. It was like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it was quick.
Which means it was like 2.
It was probably 2. Yeah. It
That's
happens.
That's good.
That's good.
Is that?
Tight,
Yeah.
Maybe.
tight, right, and white.
I've found that I come faster if I'm not enjoying it. No offense.
What is
No
going
offense. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying in my experience. That's what I found. Because my body got... I love you. You're the best. You're my friend. I'm just being honest.
What?
That's what I
Not
found.
only did I not enjoy it, I had to pray it away. Oh my God, what a bomb.
Listen,
Holy guacamole.
Sorry, I'm
there's
sorry.
a lot of things I could be saying right now, and I'm
Say
not.
'em.
No, I won't.
Say 'em.
No, because I'm a lady.
I got your
What can you
back.
say?
I'm being respectful.
Debatable. I got your back.
Tiny dick?
Let's just. I would never say that. I would never say that. Would I say it wasn't great? Yeah, I would say it wasn't great. Not dick, but sex.
For
Of
sure.
course.
No, of course it was. We were two... It was like two guy friends fucking.
Yeah.
Not to say that you're a guy,
Yeah.
but it was like...
No, I am a guy.
It was like two. It was just like random, and
Yeah.
and I mean, it was very. There was a lot of preamble leading up to
Yeah.
it. It had to climb through a window. Yeah, it was just awkward and kind of random.
Yeah.
You know, there was no like. Oh yeah, there was none
No,
of that.
no,
there
no.
was no like.
So how'd
ooh,
you
none of
get
that.
No,
hard
you
and you
did
get turned
try
on?
to take it there, and I refused.
Yeah, I tried a little. I was like,
Yeah.
that's some character.
And what'd
I
she
couldn't.
say? What'd she say?
I was
She
like,
said,
bro.
cut the
She was
crap.
like,
I was
just-
like, I'm literally doing this to get back at my ex. Just like do the act, and then
Yeah.
it'll be.
yeah.
Ugh.
And then I took his comb and I marked it on my door like you do if you're a train hopper, so that my ex would see it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
She has been defiled. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you made him use a pocket knife to open up a can of beans.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was so sad.
Same. It was
Yeah,
bad.
We were both sad.
It was quite bad. It was bad.
So there was no like
No.
making out.
No.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Can I set the scene a little bit?
Set the
Do you
scene.
care about this? I came
Hey,
through
hold on. That's a good question to ask. Are you okay with this?
How are you going to set the scene?
just like where you were and where I was at the beginning of the act.
Okay, I'll set the scene.
I don't-
Interior, daytime. Ismael climbing through a window. Jordan, comatose.
Yeah.
Feelings
Not
of
comatose.
anger,
Not
resentment.
comatose.
Enter the scene. Ismael living in regret. Jordan dissociating. And go.
I walk in, I climb in through the window.
No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
You're in bed already.
Legs akimbo.
The window leads to my bed.
Window leads to the bed. I
There's
get
a
onto the
sheet
bed.
over her except for a hole in the crotch.
Essentially, sheet was over her and nothing on, no pants or anything.
I had a
like
robe
that.
on.
Yeah, then you just took that off and then we just, it was, I've never,
Surgical.
yeah, it was very surgical.
But I'm not understanding, and I'm sorry if I'm probing too deep, and we can move on.
You know
But-
who wasn't probing too deep?
Little Dick Ismael.
a
Woo!
little.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Tiny Dick
It's
Loutfi.
fine.
I'm like a serious size queen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes them big and beefy.
I like to be in pain, a lot of pain.
Yeah, no, I think I'm normal.
But I'm just
Great.
questioning, how did such a size queen meet up with such a tiny dicked man? And how did you...
Okay, it's not a tiny dick. It's an average size penis. And I'm a small guy, so it looks big on my body,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
But then, she's used to she's used to fucking massive
Army Hammer.
Yeah. Which I think speaks to my courage as a man. that I was
He
feeling.
just went after it. He just one day we were at
You
the cellar.
slayed the dragon.
And then he was like just hitting on me. And I was like, damn, all right, I'll fuck this guy.
But there was game involved, and then when it happened, it was just like.
No game.
No game.
I'm just questioning how you did.
He
You
had
use
lots
Blue
of game
Chew?
leaving out.
No, I got hard. I just,
Congrats.
well.
You know what it felt
I
like?
will say climb through the window is pretty hot.
Yeah, like
It
the
just
should we,
is. Yeah, I'm
shouldn't
like,
we?
wow, I'm about to
Oh,
do something
do you
illegal.
bring the ladder or do I? Where's the rent-a-center for this ladder?
For sure.
It was almost like, imagine if there was like a fire at the Statue of Liberty
Mm.
and there was just like a bunch of tiny little firemen just kind of scurrying around this giant iron woman, just prodding at her. It was kind of like that. It was like I was quite still, and he
And
was
there
just
was
doing
a
whatever it
plaque
took.
on you that said, "Get me, you're tired, you're bored, you're hungry."
That's actually the text I sent out. And Ismael was like, all right, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yeah, it was like that. It was definitely like I was
You
kind
are a
of like,
woman on an island.
it takes a lot to get me into soft mode. It takes a lot of like, you have to really be like, to be honest, you would have had to match the text that you were sending, which you didn't match in person.
What text was he
Because in
sending?
person it was like, oh fuck, you're just my friend.
Yeah.
What text was he sending?
Like, in order to have sex with me in a way that it's like physical and good, you kind of have to be
Hold
like,
on, do you have a pen?
you kind of have to be very Dom. And he was Dom over text.
What were you saying over text?
Just like coming at me, which is very Dom.
Like, I'm gonna come and take that ass?
No, just being
No.
like,
What? I'm
yeah.
gonna get that
Do you wanna
ass?
fuck?
I'm the same way as you, by the way. I send texts like that, and then I get to the place, and I'm like, where do I put my backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but I'm not understanding how
Just
the
a
texts
text,
were
just
dumb.
forward, just coming, just hitting
Forward.
on.
Well,
yeah.
here's how it happened. We were at a show in Soho, not the cellar. We were at a show at Soho, a Don't Tell show, and you said to me, "God, I really need to fuck somebody."
Whoa.
And I said, "I do too," and that's how it started. And then I started texting you.
Yeah,
Wow. Good for you.
that's a taser.
But I like that. I like that.
He said, Ethan.
Jesus Christ!
I like that. You guys can have that horrific, regrettable call to prayer experience
Yeah.
and then still be pals.
Yeah, totally. Better
That's
off for
great. I
it.
think it made us better friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always it's always the thing with sleeping with comics. I mean, unless it's like a bad comic,
Oof.
then it's fine. If I fuck a bad comic, they can lay it down. But if it's a good comic, we're just stuck in a vortex of being like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's like funny.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, this is funny that we're doing this.
We should have just
Bad
been like,
comic is hot.
yeah.
Who?
I'm not gonna say, but fucking a bad comic is like, you're nothing.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, just kidding.
You know what I said in
Is
bed?
this the Patreon?
Yeah, no, this is regular, buddy.
Fuck.
Get ready. You know what I said the other day? I said, you know I respect you, right? Because for about the next 20 minutes, I'm going to act like I don't.
See, that's great. That's good.
Whoa! Before sleeping with somebody.
Wasn't much sleeping involved, pal.
Oh.
I have insomnia.
It's just you have to have dominance or love. If you don't have either of those,
Exactly.
you're
yeah,
fucked.
but switching in
Yeah.
between is the most fun.
Of course.
That's the
That's
most
what you
fun.
want. Yeah. But you can get
Shout out,
away
my
with
baby.
one or the other.
Yep.
And if you're friends, you can't do either of those. What are you going to
No.
dominate your buddy?
No. You could try, and it would be silly as
That's
fuck.
why when people are like, I want to date my best friend, I'm like, I want to have good sex, so I don't want to
Yep.
do that.
I don't really want to know my partner that well.
Whoa.
That's hot.
What?
I don't think that's possible, but I think in the ideal world, two people are together, they do the things they have to do together, but then they kind of have separate lives.
Yeah.
Sleep in the same bed, do all that shit, fuck, etc. But then, you go your way, I go mine.
Oh,
and
I
get up
think-
at night. That's ideal. That's not realistic.
I think
That-
I did feel that way, but now
Babes,
I'm
is there
like,
candy? I'm having a blood sugar
It's
drop.
unrealistic.
it's okay
like
if it's
every
old.
relationship I've been in, you just merge and you become one big
dude, what?
5-armed creature, and it's inevitable.
Oh, okay. He just like dumped out a bunch of trash.
Kind of candy.
It's okay.
I think I did used to feel that way, but now I'm like, no, I want
Yeah.
best friend, laugh,
Give me that.
Finish each other's.
Finici.
I want an Italian. I want a finici. Finish each other's vocal stems, like sing songs, giggle. Yeah. I like that.
Do you have that right now?
Yeah, and I think the being friends thing is important because I think being able to like laugh and enjoy it is important. But you don't like that.
I have friend, not my best friend, and daddy.
What?
It's like good friend combo daddy is who I'm dating.
Yeah, you got to be daddy, but you also got to be partner.
Yeah.
Right?
But they have to be an other. They have to be a little bit of an other.
What do you mean?
Like, they have to be a little bit different than me. Like, they can't be. When I've dated guys that are as extroverted as me, it just becomes this fucking competition.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, opposites attract. It's a yin and yang. But no, I thought you meant they have to be daddy, friend, and other.
No, they have to be like, they can't be my same prototype of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, you need someone that showers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need someone with an extremely tiny vagina to make him feel like he has a large penis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
Tiny?
Tiny.
I like
No, not the guys
flibbity
I'm fucking. The
flobby.
guys I'm fucking, they need a longer one, or else
Need a
you hit
long
the
one.
cervix, and what do? You can't go in all the way.
You make the cervix expand.
No, you can't expand the cervix. A baby goes in there.
Well, I got a baby coming in there, baby.
Don't fart.
I stopped it.
Thank you. I saw that you were going to do it as a tag to the bit, and I appreciate that you didn't.
You're welcome.
What are you promoting?
Oh, I have a solo show about Islam, about my dad trying to convert people to Islam.
No, thank you. Anyway, Jordan, what do you have?
I opened for it once. It's really good.
That's great. Where?
Yeah,
When? What?
Soho Playhouse all month, April 2nd to the 26th.
What's it called?
Heavenly Baba. It's about my dad. He was trying to convert people in Florida to Islam.
That's really
Very
cute.
funny. It's a lot of fucking pictures of, he painted on his car stuff about Islam and Christianity and
All over it.
all over it. Said like, Islam always, and Buddhism is atheism.
Whoa.
Satan
No.
plot, change God books to Gaga Go-Go, pursue money, dollars, and sex filth.
Wait, what? Say
What?
that again?
Satan plot, change.
Sounds like you're reading Guar lyrics.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's funny to hear a good comment on it because I've been with this show for 3 years, like working it, and I've like thought of everything about everything he wrote.
Yeah.
Satan plot, change God books to Gaga Go-Go, pursue dollars, wars, and sex filth. That was one of the things. There was like,
What is God go Gaga
Gaga,
go?
like Gaga Goo. He was an immigrant. He didn't really, he spoke good English, but he didn't write well.
Yeah, but why is Gaga Goo Goo in there?
So
Everything's-
Satan's plot is to change God's books to Gaga Goo Goo.
To baby talk.
To baby talk. So take the Bible and change it. That's what he was trying to say. So the car was covered in insane, erratic stuff about Trump and stuff about
That'll get him to convert.
Wait, he was pro-Trump?
anti-Trump.
Oh.
Very anti-Trump. But he also kind of liked him. Arabs sort of like Trump.
A lot of immigrants do.
Yeah, there's something because he's like a king. He's like he reminds us
And gold.
and gold. Yes, he's at war with Iran.
Love
yes,
gold,
he's very Arab coded in a lot of ways. He's got a wife from Eastern Europe. Yeah, very Arab. So that's what the show is, and it's about growing up with that. It's funny.
He also loved
Good show. Come to it.
fucking
Oh,
young
there's a-
women. Oh.
Aisha, may God be pleased with her, radiyallahu anha, she was, in many sources, 16 years old. She was not 9. She was 16. Aisha, the wife of the Prophet. In
was
most
9.
sources, she was 16.
9.
But even if she was 9, it was the year 670 AD.
It was a different time.
Also, everybody lived
It
till they
was
were
almost 2,000
25.
years ago. People died at 30. Yeah.
I can't, dude. Priests fuck 9-year-olds. It's every religion is very fallible.
But 9-year-old boys is different.
Tighter. Bad, no good.
9-year-old boys is younger than a 9-year-old girl.
I
Very
just
true.
am so appalled and disgusted by even just like the smells.
Of a
Are
child.
you smelling
Ugh.
children?
Same.
No, but they're always dirty. It's like you got to really have a love for it if you go
Truly.
in, you know?
Yeah.
I dated a 22-year-old last year.
Thank-
I'm 32. And I thought, who cares? It's whatever. She's an adult. and it was rough. Like she didn't know what the Matrix was.
Oh no.
And it
But
was
she's
like-
plugged into it.
yeah, exactly. That's a very good point. She didn't know the Matrix, and then pedophiles are crazy.
Was it hard to talk to her because she had a different language?
Were you saying a
bit.
lot of goo goo gaga?
I was
Quoting
I
your
was-
father.
I was quoting my father. A lot of goo goo gaga. No, it was rough.
But some of those kids are kind of brilliant.
For sure. That's what I thought. I was like, well, she seems really cool.
Devil's
and-
advocate. Is there something advantageous to that because you can learn from her and she can learn from you?
Yeah,
don't know.
probably. There's definitely a version of it that works for people.
Right.
I'm not against if you're 35 dating a 22-year-old. It's like you're probably fine. It's probably creepy, but there's a world where it's fine.
Right.
That's.
I thought it was creepy until I got to the age of 35 and all of my 35-year-old guy friends act like 22-year-olds. I'm like, yeah, you got to go down, dude. Because they're like trying to date women
Yeah.
my age. And I'm like, we cannot tolerate over-the-ear headsets when you play video games. We will not tolerate that. You know what I mean? So like just date the
Yeah.
22-year-old.
Well, there is a thing about like, autonomy and then the infantilization of women when they get infantilized when like a 22-year-old dates a 35-year-old and they're like, he's abusing. This is a poor, young, lost girl that doesn't know anything. It's like, well, are they autonomous and can make their own decisions, or are
Yeah.
they like helpless? Which is it?
Totally.
Sometimes I think it's creepier the other way around. Like being a
Like a
20
young girl preying on an old idiot.
And they're like such retards, and they want the wet hole so bad that they're just like, you know what I mean? That you're just like, oh, this guy has like a rough job. He like barely makes any money, and you're
she's
just
taking advantage of some guy who's just like a pathetic fucking
as like just
Yeah.
to use as like a teddy bear because
I
they
don't know,
have-
but then isn't that like nice in a way? Like, look at these two people just taking advantage of the holes in their brains.
what's really hot is when you meet a guy who's dating like a 10-year-old woman. I always think that's really
That is
hot.
cool.
That is cool.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
do 30s now. That's my goal. And I think I should. I'm an old soul.
How old are you?
I'm 33, but I've always felt
You're an
old.
old soul.
Yeah. I
You're
should
like
be
a
with
young hole.
Have you been trying at all? Have you been dating any 30-year-old women?
Yeah. No.
No.
But I've been trying. I'm like, look, I set my Hinge thing to like 29 to 35.
Well, on Hinge,
Yeah.
what is your intro? How do you keep the conversation going, and how quick do you jump to texting and then date?
Intro has to be specific to something on their profile. There's not a line. I'm not hot enough to have a line.
Dude, one time I saw this really hot girl on Hinge, and she was doing that, that picture girls do where they're in like a thong or whatever, and they have their butt on the sink, to make it
yeah.
look big.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be like, damn, that's a fat ass. Park that shit on my face. So my line was, is that electrical outlet European? Do you like to travel?
That's so funny. That's what we're all doing. No, you just gotta
It's exhausting.
you gotta comment the thing about not a picture. I never respond to a picture. You gotta respond to a text, and then I try to do within 2 days. Like let's
Plan the date?
Plan a date. Yeah, because these bitches they just want to talk.
Mm.
They just
We
wanna
feel
talk.
that way about men. That's what
I
my
ain't
friends
on
say
here
about
for a
guys.
pen pal.
For real, bro.
Shit. Shada.
I wonder if I should- okay.
Shut.
Would you date a Jewish girl?
I have. I've married my ex-wife was half Jewish.
Really?
But not full.
Not full and not like practicing at all. But yeah, Jew. I don't care. Jew's fine. Jew's great.
But they'd have to convert for you to marry them again.
No, you can marry non-Muslims as a man. Women
But your
can't.
kids would be raised Muslim.
Absolutely,
Whoa. That was a quick
without
answer.
a doubt.
Are you gonna have kids?
I want one kid. I just want one. Just one's enough.
A specific one or like yours?
Good question.
Gotta find a kid.
I just want any kid. No, I'd like to have my own. I'd like to make a guy or a
Every
girl.
guy is against adoption.
I would adopt too. See, I would have one kid and then adopt. That would be like the perfect world. If I'm like super rich one day, that's what I'll do.
I would like to adopt a little older or be a stepdad. I don't know if I really want to do the whole
Yeah, baby.
from birth baby
Yeah,
thing.
fuck that.
It's a lot.
Now my siblings have a bunch of kids and they're so cute, but it's like
Dude, I
their-
talked to
their
my
lives
friends and they're
suck.
like,
their lives. are
this
just
is
babies.
so
annoying.
energetically draining.
Yeah.
I'm basically stopping a little thing from trying to kill itself every day.
Yep.
Yeah, but then I don't know. The other day, this little girl was playing with me in the park with the dog, and it was so fun. And it did It is fun.
You got to do it once. That's how I feel. Like you got to have one kid. You got to experience that
I
one
would
time,
like
and
it.
then you're
I
done.
would like it if I could train it with a clicker, and when I
Uh-huh.
click, it just stops being rambunctious.
I just don't get how
like
you
electrical, like a tase.
No.
Guys, if I were a man, I would want like 9 kids. You don't have to go through anything. You just have a fun little tribe around you.
No, you got to go through like being there for your
Yeah,
wife.
and then, unless you're
Yeah,
saying
but you might as well go through being there for 5 as opposed to 1. 1, your kid's gonna be a shithead.
no, one your kid's gonna be cool. Only children are cool.
Thanks. Finally, someone
Oops,
said
sorry,
it.
I forgot.
I'm the youngest of 5, and that fucked you up. Bunch of siblings is bad. Did you have a sister?
Yeah, it fucked me up.
That's right. What was that?
It fucked me up.
fucked you
Being
up.
an only
Yeah.
child, fuck me. Every kid is fucked up.
Every kid's fucked up.
Every
But I
kid.
believe in
I just
myself
want a
enough.
little guy. I don't want another
Yeah.
man to have a kid with me. I just want my dog and then a little guy. A little mulleted blonde boy who follows me around and has a dirty diaper.
That's cute.
Dirty on the outside, not poop on the
What would you
inside.
name him?
Sasquatch.
Oh,
Sasquatch.
Fucking
Sass.
no, I want to name him Soren after Soren Kierkegaard.
Oh my god.
Soren Jensen?
Fucking
Soren.
Reddit.
It's the
kinda
most
cool.
Danish name ever.
that's kind of cool.
Soren is cool.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it's
It'd
cool.
be awesome. And he'd always be holding like a little fucking spoon or something, hitting people.
Well, yeah, in that,
a rogue.
in
I
that
feel
world,
I feel like your kid would always have like matted hair
Yeah.
and like the Kool-Aid mustache
Yeah.
and like dirt on
Yeah.
like one part of his
The
chin.
little upper lip rash.
Yeah, and you'd
Yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
always be getting like child
Booger,
protective
long
services
snot.
coming to the
Booger.
house.
Yeah.
Are you having a kid in New York? In this scenario, no.
Never.
No.
Ithaca.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or somewhere.
Dude, can
Nashville.
you imagine having to lug the? I give moms so much credit in the city for having to lug the fucking child cart. What's that called? Baby stroller.
The stroller. The
everything.
child cart.
Yeah, you know the child
The New York
cart.
City kids suck, dude. They're
talking about? They're cool.
They're not. I like
They're
used
cool.
to fucking work with them, and they're so entitled. Like they have no.
Yeah, but that's up to you. Like, it's not again like every kid. It's like up
if you
to
live
who's
in New
raising
York,
them.
it means you have to have a job that maintains living in New York with a kid. If you have a job that means maintain living in New York with a kid, it means you have a nanny. If you have a nanny, the kid is weird.
You don't have to have a nanny.
You don't have to have any.
And live in New York, how are you going to maintain the money?
Take the kid around everywhere.
You make a lot of money and you got a wife who does all that shit.
Or husband.
Or a husband.
or a husband.
Yeah.
Would you respect your husband if he was
Yes.
like, "I'll stay at home with the
Oh
kid"?
my god, my dad did that. And
Yeah?
I had a crush on him.
On your dad?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like her
Crushing your dad.
thing.
Forever.
Wow.
She wants to fuck him.
Dead though.
Dead.
Mine's dead.
Mine too.
Really?
How old were you?
I was recent. I was 29.
Oh God, that must have been because you wrote the one-man show about him. Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's terrible. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's all right. Thank you. Yeah. Dead.
Did he die in like a horrific spelling word accident?
No, he had kidney disease.
Oh,
Yeah. Because he refused to go to the doctor for 40
Same with
years.
mine. Not
Really?
Not kidney disease, but refused to go to the doctor.
Yeah, refused to go to the doctor
oh.
forever and ever. And
Yeah.
then eventually he went and they were like, "You should have come here 40 years ago. You're fucked."
That's what happened to Warren Zevon. He was like, I made a tactical error in refusing to see a doctor for decades. I gotta go see a doctor.
I know.
I might go tomorrow and make an appointment. I just don't know where to start.
I was supposed to get the MRI Tuesday, but I didn't go.
I was supposed to go get the ear cleaning thing.
I want to go to a doctor and just say, "Do all the cancer stuff."
They can't. They can't.
I wish there was a one-stop shop where you could like be on a conveyor belt and
Yeah.
they're like do.
Yep.
You guys are forgetting about money. Do you know how much an MRI costs? I have to get an MRI. It's $1,000 to get one scan.
That's fucked up. but that's not bad.
Patreon.com/beanie and pod. Let's get Jordan some scans.
Do you need scans, or you're just doing this because you're like?
I have like a lump inside my vagina, a little tiny lump.
Oh, like a lymph node
Ooh.
thing?
It's just a fucking.
You may see it?
I've had it for years. Remember, you almost did feel it once when I stopped you
Yeah, why'd you take that away from me?
because halfway through I was like, "Wait, what am I doing?" But yeah, they can't do the one-stop shop.
That sucks.
Also, yeah,
Yeah, why
what I
can't
want.
they?
because they milk us for everything we have. They milk
They
us.
do
want
that
us
in
to go to the
China.
doctor. They want.
I bet they do. I
They
bet they
do.
have like a. I bet you know the airport TSA where you just stand in the.
You just
thing?
get on a
I
plane.
bet they
and be like,
have
you
that.
have cancer, by the way.
Yeah. Go through the scan like,
Yes.
oh, cancer.
Sometimes I'm like, do I want to know? I don't want to know.
You want to know?
I kind of want to go till the wheels fall
Also,
off.
I'm so sick of this check your breast shit. I'm like, can I just say something? I'm just going to say this for all women. Our breasts are made of lumps. And they literally like check your breast for lumps.
So
I'm like,
are our balls.
oh, really?
They're one big lump.
Yeah, but that's one lump.
They're a
Ours
big
are
lump.
many
We got 2 lumps.
and they're like, check for lumps. I'm like,
But
okay,
we got
9.
wires and tubes and
But
stuff.
some boobs are lumpier than others. Do you think you have lumpy boobs?
There's a milk gland here. There's a fucking something here. It's like me and Brianna were talking about this when we were feeling each other's boobs and keep your eyes off the prize. And then we were like, yeah, it's all fucking lumps, bro.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Do you want to check each other's balls now?
Sure.
Are you for real?
No.
Oh.
No. I got checked last year.
I got to get my prostate
fine.
checked, and this time not
Ooh.
for fun. Come on, man. No, I got to get it checked. I keep waking up and pissing in the middle of the night.
Really?
Yeah, and every time I call my friend who's a doctor, and I'm like, hey, just tell me it's cool. He's like, go get checked. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to tell me over the phone I'm fine, Dr. Bill.
Oh.
This thing's not gonna all night.
Every couple hours.
Every couple
Checked.
hours, you're pissing in the bed?
I piss in my bed.
Fuck, dude.
No.
I piss in my bed. No, some nights I get up in the middle of the night to pee. Other nights I don't, and then I pee throughout the
Do you guys
day.
be into sex pissing stuff?
I would, with my chick, pee on me.
You
I
did that?
drank it because it was squirt.
Oh, you did it?
You
Sorry.
drank it?
Well, she squirted, and sometimes there's a little bit of pee in it.
And you drank it?
Because
Now, drink it, you mean
Why were
like...
you drinking it?
I was going
you're-
down on
you're-
her, and
you're-
it made it.
Okay, it's like coming out straight from the vagina.
Yeah, and also I drink it like a dog drinking from a hose.
Wait, hold on, stop.
I love her.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but I don't think it's that gross.
Did you ever get
Was it viscousy?
no?
Top of milk?
No, and it didn't have any lumps of stuff like the thing in your nose.
Oh,
White.
Eat it to the top.
Would you be peed on?
No.
I'd get peed on.
No, I wouldn't get peed on. That's gross.
No?
I'm not judging it, but for me...
Not in the shower?
It's like a big
no.
thing.
What?
It's not sexy for a woman. I could see a girl wanting to get peed on because
Yeah.
it's kind of hot that it's coming out of my dick. But
But
for
why isn't it hot coming out of a pussy?
because it just kind of goes down her leg. It's not
No,
like
it shoots.
Does it shoot?
We can pull it.
Hold them.
You
Yeah.
can really shoot it.
Yeah, one of my
Well,
moms
then
taught me
maybe
that.
that's interesting. Maybe that's something I'd
Hold
be
on.
willing to
Huh?
look into. What'd you say about your mom?
What, my stepmom taught me how to pee standing up, but you pull the labes back.
No way.
Yeah.
So you can use a urinal.
Yeah, I mean they catch you, but
For
yeah.
a party trick.
Why aren't there urinals in women's bathrooms then? If it's like you can do it.
I think it's a little risky.
A lot of drippage. Spray.
Well, we have that. We're dripping.
Yeah.
We're
I
dripping all over.
think. Would you get peed on?
No, I have OCD.
Would you pee on him? What if you're in the shower?
What happened? I don't take showers.
Right.
I don't do showers and I don't do golden showers. Anything shower related, I'm not into it.
What if you were in the shower and you like peed on each other's feet? You wouldn't
That
do
always happens. That's always
Yeah.
happens.
So just aim it up.
Yeah, but that's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny.
And it's funny to put a target on your chest and go, bullseye, mommy. Goo goo. I've never done that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Sex is fun. You don't need to do a bunch of
Well, except
shit.
when you two have
No,
it.
yeah, obviously, but if you like the person a lot in that way, I
It
feel
was
like
like
that's
doing
enough.
a Sudoku when you forget what numbers are. It was crazy. It was like a brain bender.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Was there eye contact and you were like, yeah.
I think I just had the arm over or something. I don't know.
No, you were looking.
Was I looking?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For sure.
Remember how obsessed with the idea of it Luke Moniz was?
Oh, Luke, it's all he talked about.
It's
Really?
all he still talks about. He can't stop
He's
talking about it.
obsessed with it. True.
He's
Really?
obsessed
What was
with
he
the idea
saying?
of it. He just like wanted to know everything. He needed, and you know how Luke is, where he's like, "So you did?" And we'd be like, "Yeah." And he'd be like, "Did you really?" We'd be like, "We really did." He'd be like, "Well, my goodness."
He's very
He's so curious.
curious about sex.
He's like if an alien
He
came
really
down
is.
and learned about sex.
really is.
every
Really
time.
is.
I had to learn to not take offense to it with how
Yeah.
many questions he has.
Yeah. It's really not offensive.
Yeah,
just
it's
so-
not coming from a. It truly is
It's
coming
like an
from a place
autism
of wonderment,
Yeah.
Yes.
rather than judgment.
Which makes me wonder how him and his girlfriend have sex. I'm like, do you not see the naked body ever? Are you guys just across the room with like a long tube or something? It's crazy. And he's like, really? The vagina opens and closes. I'm like, yeah.
I think that's common though for any guy who's been in a relationship for a very long time to just be like
Wonder about other
really
people.
curious about sex.
Well, I'm really curious about what the inside of people's homes look like, and I've lived in a house forever.
That
point.
makes sense. That does make sense.
Great point.
Given here, yeah.
Right.
What is the thing that I get curious about? I get curious when people are in long-term relationships. That's what I question all the
Same.
time. I'm like,
Same.
what happens every day? Do you wake up and just
Same.
choose the person, or do you just keep
Mm.
living?
Is it
Do you-
fun?
Is it fun?
Is it fun actually? Do you actually want to fuck them a lot?
Is it? Do you think sex is number one on being in a relationship, or do you think it's further down on the list?
I think it's alternating. I think it's got to be one or two, and fun and partnership, trust, communication,
Connection. Yeah.
connection intertwined with sex, and they go hand in hand. And when you stop with the sex, the other stuff starts to dissipate, and when
Yeah.
the other stuff is good, the sex is great.
I know, but I just
agree.
think that the key, the chain link that links all of the friendship and stuff is sex. Like, I do think that if you like lose a little bit of the friendship and you keep sex going, you're okay. But if you lose the sex and you keep the friendship going, you're not okay.
I agree.
I
I do think sex is most important.
Yeah, because what's this?
Yeah.
I'm friends with so many men. What's the difference? The difference is sex.
No, the difference is like
actually, no.
communication and like the way you talk to him today on the phone. You don't talk to your friends that way. Like, that's more than just sex. It's like an
Yeah, but the
attraction and a
sex is the
trust
thing that
and a
keeps it
connection.
in that domain, I think.
Maybe for now. Maybe it's like a time thing.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
sex is like a
I don't know. I talk to
bridge.
couples in the audience, and the ones that are okay are the ones who fuck. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
The
but they're
old
also
couples-
they're also there's a light on them
Yes,
and an
yes.
instant for them to like speak, and you're not getting in depth. You're
Yeah.
just almost, and sometimes people could be answering for sound bites. You know,
I think
that's,
you,
literally,
I think
I
you
think you can't
underestimate how
trust.
deep, how much I probe them.
no, I know, but I mean also too, it's like that is a specific situation where people are under like a microscope.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
I
wants
think
to
old
admit to having
couples
a
who
bad-
kiss each other and stay not sexual, but like an old person's version, which is like kissing on the lips and saying goodnight and holding hands. I think that is the equivalent later, for sure. I don't think they're ramming each other's old ass parts out.
Right.
But I do think that like physical intimacy, I think, is like the number one link.
Oh, I think, yeah, once you lose that, the other stuff goes by the wayside, but also the other stuff, once you lose that, the sex goes by the way. I
Yeah.
think it's like hand in hand. It's just a matter of like what's most important. But I also think in a long-term relationship, like if you do lose the sex, having it again must feel so foreign and so like you guys, like I bet that's how old
Like,
couples,
uh-huh.
like long-term
I know.
couples have
I think it
sex.
has to
because
keep
they
That's
develop
like-
past it. I think people who've been together for like 20 years, like they've probably gone years where they haven't fucked, and it just isn't a part of their relationships. That way they do.
That's
fuck.
why
It's
lesbian couples fail
weird.
so often.
Because
That's
sex is so
crazy.
important and then it goes away. Oh, is it lesbian bed rot?
Lesbian bed death.
Bed death,
And what is
yeah.
that?
I
Bed rot
think
is
I
really
think
rough,
when you become more roommates than partners, that is kind of a like a death rattle.
Yeah.
So that's like
Like lesbian partnerships fail so often because they become best friends and then they miss sex, but they can't have sex with each other because it ends up like how me and you were. Where you're just like, why are we doing this? We literally talk about each other's farts.
so what's the key? How do you
Keep
combat
fucking.
that?
We literally keep fucking. That is my theory. I think you keep fucking. Even when you don't want to fuck, you kind of fuck through it.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I've noticed
Yeah.
with the lesbian moms.
This has been advice from 3 people who don't know what the fuck
I
they're
know what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about. Michelle and Donna, madly in love. My mom's the only example I have of love.
Mhm.
And Donna's like 10 years younger than Michelle. And she's like, we're going to keep fucking, dude. And they keep
Maybe
fucking and they
that's-
stay really intimate.
Maybe that's what
I think
it
you
is.
got to do it.
You got to keep
I think
fucking.
you got to keep fucking. I'm telling you, I think it like creates.
How often though? Once a week? You
I-
can't make it on a schedule.
That can be in a different. That can
Mhm.
change.
Scary, the thought of getting old.
You know, maybe
Not
that's
wanting
why
to
you ever
fuck
watch those
anymore.
old
Getting
episodes
old is horrific.
of Real
Hellish.
Sex when it's like couples who've been together for 25 years and they look like IT workers and they're at those sex retreats. Maybe it's not as gross and bad as I thought before. Maybe that's like them working at keeping their relationship strong, you know? And we all turn into gross weirdos.
Yeah.
And it's like, you might as well just keep it going, you know?
Yeah.
I think sex can strengthen a friendship.
Stop.
Look at me.
Oh.
Sorry, I was
Smell. Look at him.
talking to Jesus.
I think you got to keep fucking. I think you got to have sex where you don't have to pray to God afterwards.
For sure. That's big.
Our sex was so bad I became Muslim. Listen.
Listen, folks.
I tell you.
All right, let's wrap up. This is so fun.
Yeah, this was
I
good.
gotta get to this.
There's a promo code for viewers of this they get 50% off. The promo code is Baba Ian. That's a promo. You get 50% off ticket if you want to come. on the
Baba
show.
Ian?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
That's the name. Yeah.
Why?
Because B and Ian, Baba Ian. I don't know. Makes sense.
That's good.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Is it every night for a month?
No, it's Thursday through Sunday.
Nice.
Every night. I mean, every week. So 4 weeks.
Wow.
And then you're going to record it at the end?
Probably gonna record it later in the year.
That's cool.
Yeah. You should see it one of these nights.
I'm busy, but that's nice. What do you got, Jordan?
I have a whole bunch of tour dates that are about to go up. Starting in, the next one is Brea Improv at the end of the month, Oxnard, and then Cobb's Comedy Club, which might be sold out, maybe a couple tickets left. And then after that, a whole other slew of shit that has been added to punchup.live/Jordan Jensen. Thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody, folks, April 10th to 11th, Hartford, Connecticut, Hartford Funny Bone. Next following weekend, 23rd, 25th, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Then I'm in Long Beach, New York, Point Pleasant, New Jersey, May 6th. Los Angeles, California at the Hollywood Improv for Netflix is a Joke. And then I'm going to Albany, Cleveland. Tons of dates, ianfidance.com. Ian do, an odd guy doing odd jobs out every other Tuesday, youtube.com/ianfidancecomedy. It's out with YMH. I'm having a blast. And patreon.com/beanianpod. And also, we didn't make mention, but shout out, rest in peace, Bo Looters. We love you. We'll remember you forever. Thank you for everything. God bless. And that's it. Bye, guys. Take care.